Hello, Namaste. How are you? Good. Uh, we have been studying the interrelationship of dance and poetry. In that, so many music composers and writers, poets have contributed to bring out the lyrics that they have written, and the dancers have used them so often. In the area of Carnatic music and Bharatanatyam, Tyagaraja stands as a mammoth personality. He was the most popular composer of the Carnatic music trinity. He was born in 1767 at Tiruvarur to Kakarla Ramabrahma and Sitamma in a Telugu Brahmin family. He was named Tyagaraj after Tyagaraj, the presiding deity of the temple at Tiruvarur. Tyagaraj's paternal grandfather was Giriraj Kavi, who was a poet and musician in the Tanjavur court. Tyagaraj's maternal uncle and grandfather was Veena Kalahastaya, a Veena player. Tyagaraja learned playing Veena in his very childhood from Kalahastaya. Tyagaraja's father, Rama Brahman, was also attached to the Tanjavur court. Tyagaraj has been and he began his musical training under Sonti Venkata Ramaya, a music scholar, at an early age. He felt music was the path to attain God. His objectives while practicing music was purely devotional, and the technicalities of classical music did not interest him really greatly. He also showed flair for composing music, and while still in his teens, he composed the first song Namo Namo Raghavaya in Desika Todi Raga and inscribed it on the walls of the house. Soon after his training, Tyagaraj rendered his song Dorakuna Iduvanti Seva in Bilahari before a congregation of musicians and poets. In the house of Sonti Venkatasubbayya at Tanjavur and in the presence of Samasthanam artist, he sang an elaborate raga Kamboji and sang his Mari Mari Ninne in Aditala, which moved all present. Thus, young Tyagaraj revealed his innate ability as a composer and musician even while he was very young. It is said that he studied Kavya, Alankara and Nataka under Govinda Dikshitar for 4 years, and that Ramayana attracted him the most. At another time, he sang at the request of his guru, beginning at 8 p.m. and finishing only at 4 a.m. Sonti Venkataramaya informed the king of Tanjavur of Tyagaraja's genius. The king sent an invitation along with many rich gifts, inviting Tyagaraja to attend the royal court. Tyagaraj, however, was not inclined towards a career in the court and rejected the invitation outright. And he composed another kriti, Nidhi Chala Sukhama, meaning, does wealth bring happiness? Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, former President of India, says the name of Tyagaraja means the prince of renouncers, of those who give up worldly desires. In the case of Tyagaraj, renunciation is the result of undistorted devotion to the God. He was a person of great humility, utter self-effacement, He expressed the truths of the Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita in simple but appealing language. He had deliberately chosen a life of simple living by uncha vritti, taking what is voluntarily given. Tyagaraja's compositions are remarkable not only for their immense volume, but also for variety and quality. Tyagaraja in his lifetime is believed to have composed about 24,000 devotional songs. Many of the songs, however, are lost due to poor documentation. The highest musical excellence is found in his compositions, which are called kritis, in which he captures the essence of ragas. There is a wide variety of form and type from metrical compositions and settings to create like O Rangasai in Kambodi or Dharini Telusukonti, which have progressively complicated sangatis built step by step. Some are plaintive outpourings reflecting his desire to obtain the grace of Lord Rama. In addition to these masterpieces, he composed Utsava Sampradaya Kirtanas and Divyanama Sankirtanas for adoption in bhajans and festivals. Tyagaraja composed musical plays Prahlad Bhakti Vijaya and Nauka Charita. The songs of Nauka Charitam, which consist of only one act, have a flowing cadence and simple rhythm. The Nauka Charitam CD is brought out by the Doordarshan, and it is one of the most performed dance drama. Prahlad Bhakti Vijayam is of 5 acts with 45 kritis in 28 ragas and 132 verses. Tyagaraja, with over 800 documented kritis to his credit, is considered to have been the single largest contributor to Carnatic music on account of the quality and enduring popularity of these compositions. He was prone to composing songs spontaneously on the occurrence of various incidents, on different provocations, and this has led to a large number of kritis in a wide variety of moods. Tyagaraja has composed not only in many rare ragas, but also in many major ragas like Shankara Bharanam, 30 plus compositions, Todi, 30 plus compositions, Arabi, 13, Devagandhari, 12, Saveri, 20, Saurashtram, 18, Varali, 14, Pantu Varali, 13, Madhyamavati, 15, among others. In addition to this, only his compositions existed in some rare ragas like Shuddha, Simantini, Simha Vahini, and etc. An outstanding contribution of Tyagaraja is his defining compositions in the raga Kharakara Priya and Hari Kamboji, both of which are major ragas today. Slowly, due to his compositions, 12 in each. Tyagaraja has also composed in Hindustani ragas, and some of his compositions include Hari Dasulu in Yamuna Kalyani, Kamala Plat Kula Vrindavana Saranga, and Maname Muleda in Hamira Kalyani. Tyagaraja also has several compositions in Western style to his credit. This include Sara Sara Samarai, Chentata Sada, Kalina Rulakkai in Kuntala Varali, and Raminchu Varevaruvu in Saposishi. Of these, Sara Sara Samarai seems to be the one most similar to Western music, with its quick, racy tempo, perfectly matching the topic of Rama's mastery over archery and mimicking the sound of shooting of arrows in the very first line. Tyagaraja travelled on pilgrimages to many temples in the area from Tanjore to Tirupati and composed songs on deities in these places. He had many disciples who would commit his compositions to memory and then note them down. Many of these kritis have been grouped into various Pancharatna by musicologists. For example, the Tiruvotiyaru Pancharatna kritis in praise of goddess Tripura Sundari, the Koravu Pancharatna kritis in praise of Lord Sundaresha and goddess Sundaranayaki of Kovur. His Pancharatna kritis are indeed musical gems. The Pancharatna kritis are written in praise of Lord Rama. They are set to Adital and each rag represents the mood of the song and the meaning of its lyrics. All the kritis have a pallavi, anupallavi, followed by a charanam with several swaras. They are in Nata, Gaula, Arabhi, Varali and Sri Raga, which constitute the 5 Ghana ragas of Carnatic music, also called the Ghana Panchaka. In Sri Ragam, Endaro Mahu Bhavulu is believed to be one of the early kritis of Tyagaraja composed in Telugu. The song is a salutation and sings the praise of all the great saints and musicians down the ages. Tyagaraja clearly delineates and lists the Mahanubhavalu or great ones in the kriti itself, mentioning the saints Narada and Shaunaka among others. In this poem, Tyagaraja describes the greatness of devotees of the Lord. In the Pancharatnas, Tyagaraja has given guidelines as to how to systematically and scientifically develop a raga. The 2 fundamental conditions that must be satisfied for a systematic development of a raga are the arrangement of the solfa swaras in the natural order of Aroham and Avaroham of the ragas, so as to satisfy the sound principles of harmony and continuity. Pancharatna satisfies these scientific principles in an unparalleled manner. The swaras in the Pancharatna are composed in perfect Sarvalaghu pattern. His devotion and love of God is akin to that of a doting child to his mother or the suckling cow to the cow. In the songs, Tyagaraja runs to his Rama to report, explain, complain, appeal, solicit and beguile lament. At other times, he protests and even gets angry with his favorite lord. Tyagaraja clearly saw that he was born with a mission of singing of Rama. Either he soliloquizes or is inspired intimate conversation with Ram, who constitutes his parent, his brother, sister, friend and God all in one. Though he was an advocate of Ramanama, Taraka Mantra, Tyagaraja has taken time to deviate from this theme, to compose several beautiful kritis in praise of other gods and goddesses of the South Indian Hindu pantheon. Besides Lord Rama, he has composed and sung in praise of Lord Ganesha, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Goddess Parvati in several forms and the sacred river Kaveri. In addition to a large number of songs glorifying Nada Brahma, the medium of Saptaswara through which he expressed his feelings towards God. No description of Tyagaraja compositions will ever be complete without mentioning his numerous kritis on the theme of eulogizing music, which praises the glory of divine music, the Nada Brahma. He echoes the Vedic dictum that Lord Shiva is the Nada Tanu and praises Lord Shankara in the Chittaranjani song Nada Tanum Anisham Chintayami. He describes Lord Shiva as the essence of Samaveda, the one who delights in the art of 7 swaras, which are born of his 5 faces. In his Sri Raga song, Nama Kusuma, he asks us to place the Supreme Lord on the Bijavilled pedestal of Nada and Swara and worship at his feet. Mere knowledge of music without bhakti or devotion does not lead us to the right path, says Tyagaraj in the Dhanyasi Kriti Sangeeta Jnanamu. In the Andolita Kriti Raga Sudhasara Paramu, Tyagaraja suggests in the Charanam that Nada, Swara and Pranava are the core of the form of Lord Shiva. One can attain bliss by completing on Nada, contemplating on Nada, according to the Kalyana Vasanta song Nadu Loludai. Sangeet Kalanidhi G. N. Balasubramaniam says, Tyagaraja has composed songs in such a manner as to give ample scope to the singer to bring out the essence in ragas in a pleasing and satisfying manner, thus giving abundant scope of Manodharma. Although he composed 26 songs in Todi, 20 in Kalyani, 14 in Kamavardhini, 12 in Varali, and one does not see any repetition of ideas. Instead, there is invigorating freshness in each. T.V. Subbarao has said, it may sound surprising that even familiar ragas such as Karahar Priya, Hari Kamboji and Deva Gandhari are his gifts. His magic touch could transfer any scale into a raga. One of the biggest contributions of Tyagaraj was popularizing the uses of Madhyama Kala through his compositions. Madhyama Kala was specially suitable for bhajans and expressing his feelings in a musical form while keeping rhythm with his cymbals. Tyagaraja's judicious use of this tempo not only brought music closer to the lay person and made it catchier, but was also done without compromising on classicism, and therein lays his greatness. Most of Tyagaraja's compositions are in popular talas like Adi, Rupakam, Mishra Chapu, though he has also composed kritin in talas like Mishra Jati, Jampa, Tishra Triputa and Khanda Chapu. His compositions in elongated talas and Vilamba Kala were mostly composed for imparting knowledge on the intricacies of melody to his disciples. Among the trinity, only Tyagaraja has used Desadi and Madhyadi talas. Tyagaraj brought Carnatic music into popularity with his experimentation with Kala Pramana. Traditionalists of his time might have frowned on his music for being too fast, as most classical music at that time was set to Vilamba Tala. Given that it is easier for a lay person to appreciate music that is a blend of rhythm and melody, as opposed to pure melody or pure rhythm, it is not a surprise that Tyagaraja's kritis became popular with their easily understandable lyrics, lilting melody as well as the variations in Kala Pramana with his Madhyama Kala and Durita Kala kritis. Looking at the composition of Tyagaraja, we can see several instances where the Sangatis themselves have a rhythm and a gait matching the Sahitya. For example, in the Karahara Priya Kriti, Chakkani Raja Maragamu, the measured and majestic nature of the Sangatis in the Pallavi are evocative of the building of the Rajamarga. In his Athana song, Chede buddhi manura. The starting phrase in Tarasthai Rishabha is very suited to the words and emotion conveyed there. Similarly, in O Rangasai, the letter O itself stretches for almost half the Avartana and is an ideal choice to convey an impression of Lord Ranganatha reclining on his bed in a grand manner. In Sara Sara Samurai, in Kuntal Varali, the choice of raga and Kala Pramanam captures the mood of arrows flying from Rama's bow. Tyagaraja's kritis are typically structured according to a Pallavi, Anupallavi and Charanam design. In this type of composition, we see that Tyagaraja links the Pallavi and Anupallavi together using the second syllable alliteration scheme. Often, the regular kind of alliteration using the first syllables is also found together with that on the second, while in some instances we find it extended to even the third syllable to increase the effect. Another outstanding feature of Tyagaraja's innovations with Tal and Lay is his experimentation with the Yadappu or the Grahas. Grahas are the three kinds: Sama, Atita and Anagata. If the music commences at the beginning of the Avartana, it is called the Samagraha. Otherwise, it is called Visamagraha, which again may be Anagata. Music commences after the Tala Avartana begins, or Atita, that is, music commences even before the Avartana starts. Most musical compositions are in either Sama or Anagata Graha, with very few in Atita Graha. Tyagaraja and Shyama Sastri have composed kritis starting with Atita Graha. In fact, Tyagaraja has systematically taken up one by one a large variety of grahas, and even by just looking at his Aditala kritis in double kali, we can see that he has used samam, 1 by 4, 1 half and 3 by 4 yaduppu to great effect. Tyagaraja is also the only composer to have created kritis where the yaduppu of the song is in the middle of the little finger, which innovation contributed greatly towards the popularity of many of his kritis. Tyagaraja seemed to have forsaken the conditions 2 centuries into the future ahead and composed kritis that would suit the needs of the modern concert platform. As many of his kritis are set in Madhyama Kala and have a catchy rhythmic setup, their appeal has not dimmed over the years and is proving specially popular with today's impatient audience. With the growing neglect of Pallavi singing, Niraval has to be sung in some passages of kritis, and Tyagaraja's kritis give wide scope for Niraval singing. Another aspect of Tyagaraja's kritis that sits well with the modern day audience is their variety. In his kritis, he not only exploited all the possibilities in major ragas, but also experimented at length with Janya ragas, creating many rare and new ragas too in the process. For example, he has given a shape to Khara Hara Priya with a number of kritis and further composed in Janya ragas like Sri Ranjani, Abhogi, Deva Manohari, etc. He has also explored lesser known Janya ragas like Manjari, Devamrita Varshini, Lilipakam, etc. Kritis like Patti, Viduradu seems perfect for today's variety hungry audiences. While Tyagaraja's contemporaries were primarily concerned with bringing to audiences the music of the past, Tyagaraja also pioneered new musical concepts at the same time. Popular as they are among musicians, Tyagaraja kritis are also taken up by dancers in their performances. Bharatanatyam exponents have danced to a number of his kritis as the emotive content as well as lilting Madhyalaya often offer immense scope to the artist. One has seen some of the Pancharatnam Kritis danced excellently by the legend Yamini Krishnamurti many years ago. They offer immense scope both for Nritta and Abhinaya. The Nauka Charitam opera of Tyagaraja has been a great favorite among Bharatanatyam dancers. Prahlada Charitam has been danced by both Kuchipudi as well as Bharatanatyam dancers. I have seen B. Bhanumati and her troupe use the Maya Malav Gaula Kriti Vidulaku Mrokkeda in a beautiful group presentation. Sujata Srinivasan, Urmila Satyanarayan, another famous dancer based in USA, has danced to several of Tyagaraja's Kritis. Many leading dance schools have put up dance dramas with Tyagaraj as the theme, using several of his well-known Kritis. The Dhananjayas have produced a dance drama on the life of Tyagaraja himself, called Sri Tyagaraja Vaibhavam. A number of Tyagaraja compositions were used in this group performance. The performance opened with Sri Ganapati in Saurashtra. Other compositions that were used were Tulasi Dalamu Che in Maya Malavagauda, Nagumomu in Aberi, Venugana Lolunikani in Kedaragaula, Evarikai in Deva Manohari, Nidhi Chala Sukhamma in Kalyani, Meluko Vagya in Bauli, Nenendu Veda Kudura in Karnataka Behagaraga, Evarimat Vinavo in Kambodi, Kanukontini Sriramadu Nedu in Bihari, Nannuvidachi in Ratigaura, Shita Kalyana Vaibhavogam in Kurunji. The production ended as very many Bharatanatyam performances do, with the Mangalam, Pavamana Sukhu Dupa 2 in Saurashtra. Guru Kalyan Sundaram of the Sri Rajarajeshwari Bharatanatyam Kalakendra has staged Tyaga Brahmanjali, employing several of the composer's kritis. Beginning with Sri Ganapati in Saurashtra, he moved on to Nata, Pancharatnam, Jagadanduke Karu, Ilani, Dayaradu in Atana, Rarama Inti Daka in Asavari, Sogasudu Mrudangu Talamu in Sriranjani, Nauka Charitam, and conclude with another Pancharatnam, Endaro Mahanubhavalu in Sri Ragam. Ananda Shankar Jayant, an exponent of Bharatanatyam for Kalakshetra, staged Tyagaraja Ramayana at the Music Academy using composition of Tyagaraj to portray the story of Rama. The songs used include Sarga Chudamani, Tarama, Iyalu Lugavaya, Muni Kanu Saiga Thelsi, Sita Kalyana Vaibhagom, Sandehamu Tirpavaya, Okka Mata, Okka Benamu, Inthanain, Shabari Muruko, Aparam Bhakti, and Sarasa Samabana. These are just few examples of how Tyagaraja's compositions are with the dance fraternity. During Tyagaraja Ardhadhana celebrations, dancers and musicians dance and sing the saints' compositions with great devotion. Several Harikatha exponents have conducted Ramayana Katha Prasangams, employing solely his compositions to illustrate the essence of this epic story, since there is a wealth of Ramanama Mahima scattered through his songs. Thus, Tyagaraja's versatile compositions are a great favorite with the dancers as well. The bard of Tiruvayavur chose to live in the empire of Rama consciousness. Rama Bhakti Samrayamu, as he says in his composition in Shuddha Bangala. Tyagaraja attained Samadhi on 6 January 1847, Pushya Bahula Panchami day. Every year on this day, thousands of musicians pay homage to the saint composer. The Tyagaraja Aradhana, conducted annually in Tiruvayarur, the saint Samadhi on the banks of Kaveri at Tiruvayarur in Thanjavur, started in 1925 by Bangalore Nagaratnamma, an ardent devotee and singer of Tyagaraja's Shishya Parampara. She built the shrine of Tyagaraja at the Samadhi. The Aradhana has been time-honored tradition in which musicians of high repute participate. An important component of the proceedings is the reenactment of Panchavritti, the daily rounds that Tyagaraj as Bhagavata made to gain alms. Leading Vidwans take part in this event starting from Tirumanja na Vidhi, residence of Tyagaraja, and ending at the site of his Samadhi. At the Samadhi, musicians pay tribute to the memory of the great Vagyakar through choral singing of the Pancharatna Kritis. Chetulara, a composition in Bhairavi, is customarily rendered by flutists preceding the chorus. Due eminence is given to the great musicians present on the occasion. The Aradhana is conducted in many places all around the world, and the group singing of the Pancharatna Kritis is a focal item of the event. In conclusion, I would like to tell you what Rajaji said. Every kirtan of Tyagaraj is a beautiful temple in which the great composer has installed God himself of his heart for worship by those who sing and those who hear. I hope you have enjoyed and understood the innate devotion and love to the divine that this great composer had. Thank you. Namaste.